A while back, Dr. David Gibbs joined us for an episode, and he was talking about a case he was involved with where they were challenged to define what really made a school Christian. Why was it different from other schools? How was it a Christian school? And he talked about how that was quite the challenge, and it was quite the exercise. And I guess I wonder how many schools have really done that. I walked away from that episode thinking that'd be a great exercise for a school of what about us is really Christian. It's not just because we have Bible class or just because we have chapel. I wonder how many, though, have taken time to define what makes a Christian school a quality Christian school. So what makes it Christian, but since we're kind of talking about excellence, what makes it a quality Christian school? You've had a lot of experience in Christian education. You've been in a lot of different roles and work with a number of different schools. I wonder your thoughts about that. What are the characteristics of a quality Christian school? What would you say?
Well, that could be a podcast in its own.
That's right.
What I have seen that make quality Christian schools, and that should be our goal. One of my heroes used to say, everything rises or falls on leadership.
It's true.
And my experience has been that schools with quality leadership are vibrant, they're effective, they're quality. And that goes to the administrative side of it. Administrators that strive for quality, that demand quality, I think that's very, very important. I think it also falls to the classroom. Teachers that desire to have quality classrooms, and they're the lead learners in their classroom. They're open to new ideas, to new ways of doing things. They're incorporating technology, AI, like we're experiencing right now. They're excited about the opportunities those kinds of things bring. And, you know, one of the key components of the Christian school movement is the quality teacher that we have in the classroom. It's so important that we have that leadership. And any Christian school that you go to has those two variables, that great leadership, great administrators that are training and developing their staff, they're investing in them, and then teachers that are the lead learners that are growing all the time so that they can better educate young people. Those are very important. Another variable that I see in this is the variable of accountability. Sometimes in our movement, we're a little bit afraid of accountability. Our independence, can be our greatest strength, but it also can be our greatest weakness. And I think biblically, you know, the Bible tells us iron sharpeneth iron. And quality Christian schools are open to accountability. They want to have someone, an outside group, like an accreditation group, other Christian schools that can influence them and hold them accountable. I think that's a very, very important thing for a quality Christian school to have. I always say to schools, the greatest benefit of accreditation is you looking at yourself against a set of standards before a peer review ever takes place on your campus. And so to me, a quality Christian school wants to have that outside accountability. And let's transfer that to the classroom. I also think quality Christian schools have mentor-mentee relationships. If we're not careful, a young person will come to us right out of college and they'll almost become an island to themselves. And if we don't invest in that young person, if we don't get in their classroom, if we don't give them ideas to make them better, then they either, number one, leave the movement, and statistics are pretty high on that happening in the first 5 years, or if we get in the classroom and help them, we've seen just the opposite take place. They desire that feedback. They don't look at someone being in the classroom as a negative. They see it as a positive because we're growing together. We're trying to most effectively have quality education in the classroom, which is the most important place to have it. And then another variable that I see that's very, very important is, as we're talking about spiritual formation, I'm experiencing quality Christian schools have two characteristics. Number one, they have a vibrant Bible program. Bible class is vibrant. Many of them are taking their best teacher and putting them in the Bible class, the most enthusiastic, the teacher that has all the new ideas. They connect with kids. And that should be the way it is, because we're not just trying to fill their head, remember, we're trying to impact the way they think in their life. And so vibrant Bible classes, it's not just another subject. And that's the danger of the movement, where I'm going to sixth period, it's just Bible. It should be different for us. And then also another big quality is vibrant chapel programs. I have to be honest, I'm in a lot of schools, and sometimes I go into chapel and it's not very exciting.
It's an afterthought.
It really is. But the quality
Yeah.
school thinks about it differently. They invest, they spend money trying to bring in outside speakers. They have programs that they develop because they understand that the chapel should be exciting. It should be the best part of the day. And a quality Christian school does those things.
Enjoyed this short clip? That was just a sneak peek into a full episode on the Teacher Edition podcast. We are passionate about supporting Christian educators like you. Looking for more inspiration and practical strategies you could use today? Subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts. Brought to you by BJU Press.